Well, hello friends. It is today's design number 6 and a bonus design number 7. And the inspiration for both of these designs came from the aquarium at Ushaka World in Natal when we visited recently. So the first one up is what I call starfish texture. Let me just get a tongue twister out of the way there. And it has the most amazing skin pattern. I'm going to see if we can zoom in there. Do you see that it is basically pebbles, but then with these two long elongated sections? It reminds me of like Oreo biscuits, basically. Two long sections on top of each other or next to each other, along with a whole lot of pebbles, and sometimes clustered with 3 bigger pebbles. So here we go. We're going to work in a figure of 8 motion in terms of pebbles. If you haven't done it yet, if you have, this would come super easy to you. So we're going to start off by making like medium-sized pebbles, for instance. Let's do 3. And then we're going to surround it with a lot of small pebbles. And let me just draw a little bit slower so you can follow. So we're kind of following a figure of 8 configuration when we do pebbles. And we are allowed to travel around a little circle 2 or 3 times if we have to get to where we want to be. So we want to use tiny, tiny dense pebbles for this. And then we're going to put in the Oreo or the elongated little texture blades. I'm not sure what we would call this, so let's call it a biscuit. And we surround that as well with small pebbles. Going back and forth, figure of 8. Tiny pebbles. So we're making a combination of large pebble clusters and then small, tiny, dense ones. Travel my way around, and I'm going to make another biscuit in the other direction. And they don't have to touch, they don't have to be the same size, same thickness. That's totally up to you. And we fill the area with the tiny pebbles. And we'll carry on doing that, placing every now and again clusters of 3 or 4 bigger pebbles, along with these little Oreo biscuit textures. So you can even make them one longer and one shorter. Right, so that would fill your area, and this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to close that off, and if I've drawn a bigger section, that's what you'll get. So starfish texture. That's design number 6. And then bonus design number 7, also inspiration from Ushaka, is what I'm calling fish bubbles. But it's from this fish, which I don't know what it is. Look at the cool texture on it, or the design on its body with little long lines and then a couple of pebbles basically in between. This is what the design looks like once it's drawn out. So we're making these like strings basically. So let's get drawing, starting a new page. And just because I can, I'm going to change the color as well. So we'll start off anywhere. You can even do this diagonally across your block. You can even do it in a wave format or curved lines. That doesn't matter. But the essential basics of the design, we're going to start off and making a string of various size pebbles, tiny ones, big ones, fat ones, round ones, doesn't matter. And then we'll do long stretched out ovals basically. And do another pebbles, maybe just 3, and a long stretched out oval. Travel to the top where we can offset it now. So I kind of play off. If I have a long elongated oval next to it, I'll make sure I have pebbles. So now let's put in a very long stretched. Think of those long stretched out skinny balloons that the balloon artists use to make these little animals. That's kind of what we are working with. So various set pebbles, various sizes, differing numbers between your elongated, stretched out balloon shape. They can be as big and as fat as you want. They can be short ones. They can be very long ones. Here I'm only going to do 3 pebbles, and I'm going to stretch my balloon all the way to the bottom. So you want to kind of intersperse them, or create an irregular pattern. Okay, different sizes pebbles, different amount of pebbles next to different lengths of stretched out ovals. And that would create some really cool and interesting texture. I can't wait to stitch this out. I haven't stitched it out yet, but I am going to do that soon because I think it can look quite fun to do. No strict rules around it. You can do them as you wish, however you want to place them. Okay, so that's design 6 and 7. Have fun with it.